I'm leaving Illuvium. No, just kidding. But I'm making this video because I thought back of 1 year ago on April 1st, April Fool's Day, where I made a video and I talked about how I was leaving Illuvium. It was a little bit of clickbait. I thought it was a little funny. Definitely lost some subscribers doing that. But this year, I'm going to flip the script. Instead of making an April Fool's joke, I'm going to talk about all the reasons why I have no plans to leave Illuvium. And I have a list of here of all of these reasons. And the first one is just the reason that got me into it in the first place. The game, or even more than the game, the lore. So when I first found Illuvium, I saw the trailer, I saw a bunch of alluvials, I saw the Atlas, I saw the Ramfire, and immediately I just felt the nostalgia of Pokemon. So, in case you don't believe me, I was a big Pokemon collector. I still have these cards. So, you can see even the Charizard, I don't know how much this is worth, maybe I should get it graded at some point, but these are collections that I had for the past more than 15, 20, 25 years. And when I saw Illuvium, that nostalgia just kicked in right away. I knew I needed to get involved in this game. Throughout the years, we've seen more of how the gameplay would look, but the overworld is evolving into the arena auto battler. All of that is just so appealing to me. So even if there were other things I didn't like about Illuvium, the gameplay and the lore and the connection that I already feel with these characters is something that's going to keep me around. So next is the community. Now, I got in here back in early 2021, so I've been part of this community for a while. I've been in the Discord chatting with people, countless direct messages with different people from the community. I obviously started this YouTube channel and I have a presence on X. And the vast majority of this community is very supportive in everything that any content creator has done, but especially me. When I first started making YouTube videos, I had no clue what I was doing, but I had a lot of people reach out to me. They wanted to help. As I've grown my presence and knowledge within Illuvium, I have a ton of people that reach out in DMs just asking me for my advice or my opinions on different things. I've even had a few heart-to-heart conversations with people in the community, just behind the scenes. You know, recently there was something that happened in my personal life and a few people knew it and they reached out to me just like a real friend would, you know, sending me a DM, hey, if you need to talk, I'm there for you. So we may be spread all across the globe, but we really are a community and I'm enjoying this community and I have no plans to leave them. Now, when we talk about the team creating this, you know, you have the Warwicks, you have a lot of other people on the team like Nick and Johnny and Perry and Danny. What I like most about them is that they're all relatable people. You can send them a DM and, you know, that you might not always get a response right away, but, you know, they'll respond to you. I reach out to Kieran about setting up an AMA and right away, no hesitation. He just says, yes, let's do it. You know, when you talk to the team members, you can tell that they're real people just like you. And when I get involved in something like this, I wouldn't want to go to say a Nintendo where there's no chance I would ever talk directly to the president of Nintendo or the CEO of Nintendo, but I can get that here with Illuvium. And on top of that, when it comes to just the Warwicks, more specifically Kieran, he's got this ego to him, and not in a bad way. Like an ego that says he won't allow himself to lose. I have that in myself as well. The more people who don't believe that I'm going to achieve the things I'm going to achieve, the harder I'm going to push to make it happen. And I think Kieran and Aaron and even in Grant when he was around too, they all feel the same way. Like they won't accept a loss, so they're going to do everything in their power to make Illuvium successful, and I truly believe in that. Now, with Illuvium being a Web3 game, have to mention the tokenomics. These are some of the best tokenomics that I've seen, not only in Web3 gaming, but just in all of crypto. The fact that I can buy my coins and stake them and get revenue distribution based on people coming in and spending money within the game. And I believe this is going to be one of those games where people are just going to come in and spend money because they enjoy the game. So if you want to participate in that staking and revenue distribution side of things, as long as this game's not a flop, you're likely going to make a good return from it. And sticking with the tokenomics, there are 10 million ILV tokens. There's actually going to be a little less than that because of a burning mechanic with SILV2, but let's just stick with that 10 million. 1 million of those are dedicated for in-game rewards. And as we go into this bull market and we get to open beta, we're not looking at a token that's just coming out and needs to get an influx of people buying it. We've been around for a while. There's already a lot of money in ILV, in Illuvium. So that 1 million tokens for rewards is going to be a lot. And if you're playing and participating in this ecosystem, there's a good chance you can get an ROI from this. Obviously, this is not financial advice. A lot of people are going to come in here and make no return. Hope they're just happy with playing the game. But if you're in here seeking a return and you understand the ecosystem and you're following my YouTube and other YouTubers in Illuvium, then I think there's a good chance that you can benefit from this. The next reason is I truly believe that this is going to be one of the best, AAA games in the Web3 space. I think it's the best overall project and ecosystem. Illuvium is launching with 4 different games. You have the Overworld, the Arena, Illuvium Zero, and Illuvium Beyond. And there's going to be a lot more games coming. Like, it's not just launching with 4 and sticking with those 4. They plan to have a new game. Kieran mentioned every 15 months on average, they should have a new game coming out. And all of your assets are going to be interoperable between those games. Kieran coined the phrase interoperable blockchain game. And that's what Illuvium is. So you may look at one part of Illuvium and say the Arena, and you could say, all right, well, this other game is better than Arena, or this other game is better than the Overworld. But when you put everything together and know that, okay, you're going to catch these Illuvials in the Overworld, you're going to bring them to the Arena for a PvP. Then maybe in the future, you bring them into an MMO or a shooter or a cart game. I don't see any other project in the space even talking about those kinds of things. And that gets me excited. And last but not least, just the fact that we're still early. Like, Illuvium has been around, like I said, I've been in this space for about 3 years now. But the game hasn't come out yet, and it is coming out really soon. I would be absolutely shocked if we didn't get it in Q2 of 2024. And once we get to that open beta, there's going to be a ton more marketing and advertising. People are going to be playing the game, so a lot more people are going to finally want to jump into the ecosystem because they're actually on chain. They finally hit that phase of open beta. So I've seen plenty of people come and go in this space over 3 years, but right now would absolutely be the worst time in the history of Illuvium to just leave. Now is the time when people are coming in, and even if you're just getting in right now, you are early. Learn the ecosystem, maybe make a small investment if it's something you feel comfortable with, and then when open beta hits, in a few months, you'll be able to hit the ground running. And that, my friends, is why I have no plans to leave Illuvium. I'll be here for a little while. Thanks for watching.